It is Monday, April the 22nd. It is Avengers Endgame release week. This week, all across the world, Avengers Endgame releases, and the 24th, which really means the 23rd. For a lot of people around the world, tomorrow night is going to be the first screenings they're going to have. Here, Thursday night is going to be the first screenings. The world premiere is tonight, and I'm going to be there, so I'm going to be able to share my social media quick thoughts about the movie as soon as I get out of the movie tonight. It's an exciting time. I am so Ghibli. I am so Ghibli at this point. I cannot wait. Ann and I, we've already got our outfits all picked out. Ann's going and getting her hair done just because she likes doing that sort of things on the nights that we're going out. We got, they even arranged for a limo to come get us and all that kind of stuff. So we're all excited. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. But I wanted to let you guys know about something. You guys can watch the red carpet stream. And here's why I'm telling you about this. So Marvel is going to live stream their red carpet tonight of the Avengers Endgame world premiere. Live stream starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 4:30 p.m. here in California. And you can watch it simply at marvel.com/endgame premiere. Now, the only reason why this should be of any interest to anybody is because I'm going to do a little bit of a giveaway today. So obviously Ann and I are going to be down there. So here's what I'm going to do. I often have a bunch of you guys send me screen captures when you see us on the live streams of different events. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the first 5 people that get a screen grab of Ann and I at the premiere tonight. If you're watching that stream tonight and you see Ann and I get a screen grab, the first 5 people that send them in, I'm going to pick one of those 5 at random, and I'm going to send you both a John Campea Show t-shirt, a Bring on the Filthy t-shirt, and a John Campea Show coffee mug. So I know, right? How good can this day be? I mean, it's like Thanos hot toy, John Campea Show coffee mug. I mean, it's a hard thing to decide, but that's what you get. So get that. Get those screen captures, email them to me at john@thejohncampeashow.com. That's john@thejohncampeashow.com. And I'll pick one at random out of the first 5 that get sent in, and you'll win a little bit of John Campea Show swag. So that should be exciting. Anyway, though, guys, it is Avengers Endgame week. It's here. It feels like we've been talking about this forever. It feels like it's so weird that it makes it even feel odd that Infinity War was just a year ago. I mean, it's hard to imagine that Infinity War was just a year ago. And yet here we are, that little magic word that I made up, the tangibilization of Avengers Endgame. It's not off in the future somewhere. It is now. World premieres tonight. People are going to start seeing it around the world tomorrow. It's actually here. Rob, when you think about movie events, and I think it's fair to say that this is a movie event. Where does this rank for you? Like when you're talking about movies that you've really had lots of anticipation for and looking forward to, how does this measure up for you?
Honestly, it's number 2. In my entire life, it's number 2 behind The Empire Strikes Back. I cannot tell you, I mean, Star Wars, as it did for so many people, changed my life. And the idea that we were going to get a second one, I mean, it's hard to imagine, but when the second one came out, I was dubious. I'm like, come on, this can't be as good as Star Wars. I mean, what if they messed it up? They had different effects people, like Brian Johnson, who came over from doing things like Space 1999, was the effects supervisor. It wasn't John Dykstra anymore. And I'm like, is this going to be as good? But still, I was deliriously excited. I bought the record album, the double disc RSO soundtrack album, before I'd seen the movie. So I'd played the Imperial March like 187,000 times. I mean, I was like, this is the greatest piece of music ever written. Where does it show up in the movie? Like, and the anticipation. But this is close. This is close. I'm much older and jaded, and life is supposed to have beaten me down and stolen my inner child and turned me into somebody that was just grizzled and didn't have joy in his heart anymore. But that isn't true, John. That isn't true. I am so excited to see this movie. I am Ghibli, John. My innards are they're vibrating. My anticipation.
I don't want to hear about your vibrating Ghiblis. just me. So, but anyway,
they're there though. They're there. They've been in a constant state of Ghibli-nish for a long time.
Ashley, I mean, as a film fan, like, how many times have we seen Anne not even just an event, like something momentous, something where like the entire imagination of the pop culture gets kind of captured and surrounding like a recent movie. How many times do you can you count in your lifetime of being a film fan when you've seen something like this happening?
It's really rare. I mean, probably only a handful of times. Like, I know that I was more excited for Star Wars, I think Force Awakens, than anything else. Maybe I was just extremely excited for that. Like, the anticipation was really high for me going into that. And I think, yeah, that was probably like the biggest for me. I was so excited to see that movie. But yeah, there's only a couple events in film history, I feel like, that has this amount of like power behind it. It's like a tsunami, I feel like, of fans right now.
Yeah, I think for me, it was like the Phantom Menace coming. I mean, the Star Wars was back when we thought there would never be Star Wars again.
Mm-hmm.
The Force Awakens, same thing. Star Wars was back when we thought there would never be Star Wars again. Infinity War was certainly big. There was a lot of hype and anticipation going into Infinity War.
Mm-hmm.
And because of Infinity War, it even that anticipation level seems, especially amongst the fans, seems even a little bit more hype now than ever before. And it's going to be really interesting. Like, I think at this point, it's a foregone conclusion. This thing's going to break the opening weekend box office record. The question now is, does it actually get to 300 million? And, I did some math breakdown the other day, and it is going to be tough. It's going to be tough to get to 300 million when you actually do the math and look at number of screenings, number of seats, number of tickets, average ticket price. It's like they've got like 50 million to make up, and that translate. Oh, it's going to be tough, but it's the first. There was a point when I didn't even think 300 million was even a remote possibility. And while I still don't think it's going to hit 300 million, it's hard to deny that it's a distinct possibility. I mean, it really could happen. We could wake up this coming Sunday morning and see that number. But regardless, it's going to be massive. I mean, it's going to be absolutely a madhouse. I know I'm going to go down on the opening night, even before my Thursday night screenings, and I'm just going to hang out around the movie theater just to soak in that energy and soak in the anticipation, the excitement of everybody. It's going to be absolutely nuts. It's going to be absolutely nuts.